Hello.
I,
I also need to be a proper streamer and order food. Because cooking, this goes against the true philosophy of streaming on Twitch. I could have gone so much better. I'm going to make that slide. No, we're doing this now. Because I need to, for my own sanity. Image.
so does this compile? Let's see. It does. Oh my god.
OBS Studio scene background color. Okay, apparently it's a filter. Filters. Add image mask, crop, color correction, scaling, scroll, color key, apply, sharpen, chroma key. What? Alright, you know what? Let's just make it like not that then. Transform, reset transform.
Hey, I'm making progress in figuring out how Tix Q tree works.
Tix is like really difficult to learn, but it's like really
Yeah,
good.
but the Q tree thingy of it is not.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're back to working.
Like, I'll soon run into limitations that I will have to figure out.
What am I ordering?
I don't know.
Neither. You know what?
No. Just said I didn't.
Nando's, where are you at?
And it went off to the next page. And this is not
Let's go
what
to-
it's-
Let's do this online. Make sure I do it on my non-primary monitor so I don't just stream my address.
Ah.
Okay, you know what? Domino's. Bring me some pizza. Bring me a...
And it's back on page 1.
Small meteor. And some potato wedges. And I have to do maths. 35 times by 0. Wait, what is it? What's the deal? Student dot... It is if you are...
Here's progress, by the way. This is what progress looks like.
Hold on, let me open you up. Where am I looking? Twitch chat or...
Twitch, yeah.
I've got to find which one of the 12 tabs I've got. I've got Twitch chat on it. There it is. I need to close... Alright, we're going to go through closing web browsers again. Sasha, that's like maths is what that is.
No, that's word, foot,
Okay.
syllable,
When
more.
you spend £25, you get 35.
This is called
off,
physics
so
envy.
1 minus
And it's a thing
0.35.
linguistics does, where they make stuff look with fancy diagrams that imitate Feynman diagrams.
If I spend £25, I get 35% off, which would be £16.25. Right now I'm spending £18.98, which means I need to just get more food for less like, I don't understand that. Let me apply the deal now and just set it to 16, because right now you're going to just have to give me more stuff. for less money. You know what I mean? Like I'm losing money if I don't add another £6 worth of shit to my order. Does anything cost exactly £6? No. But chicken strippers are £5.99p. That would bring me 3p off. The bastards. I can get a dip for 49p. Give me some of that barbecue dip. There we go. And now I can apply the deal and get it cheaper than I could if I didn't get the deal. No, don't put the deal on stream, you nerd. You know what? OBS, go dark for a sec. I don't trust it. Okay, it did put it on the right monitor, but I'm still not entirely certain I trust it. Wait, did I close Dominoes while I was going through closing tabs?
Ctrl-Shift-T.
Did I actually close Domino? Like, okay, no, it's there. Okay, use that discount voucher. Yep, so it's now £16.55. So in exchange for some chicken and a barbecue dip, I have made my meal £2 cheaper. Domino's, fix your shit. I don't want it. You're making me fat.
Maybe that's their goal, so you become like dependent on them.
Yeah. Middle buzzer, PayPal, place order and pay.
I just want like a nice diagram that shows like tone auto-segmentally.
Airpay, yeah, airpay, because B is P. Airpay. That's like a fun language name. Airpay. Pay. Alright, Domino's, bring me my food. When is it getting here? Okay. So I need to make a decision. Been a while since I've made one of those. The last decision I made was to add polypersonal agreement. So, conclusion, I'm bad at making decisions. Sasha, make this decision for me. You'll make it less badly.
No.
Tense. What do? Not necessarily tense, but like temporalness. Yeah, that was my attitude.
Okay, so you consider the following options. First of all, you may or may not have tense, and if you do have it, may be absolute or relative.
I'm feeling like no tense, because tense is kind of worthless in space.
No, it's not.
Well, no, my point is, like, history doesn't really matter that much in the context of this generation ship. Like, so they're not going to be talking about the distant past. So I could get away with doing something like Chinese does, where it just has an aspect system. And you use, like, the terminated aspect kind of like a past tense.
Yeah.
And just add the clarifier of in the past.
I mean, that works.
Which means I pretty much need, like, a new section in my grammar called temporal constructions, because I don't have any more room on my verbs to put tense. Like, have you seen my verb?
No. Okay, I think I know how to illustrate my thingy now, so I need onset prime. This is like, oh, but now it gets ugly. It's actually, what? No, I didn't want. What?
bad is my verbs right now in Hangout? My verb already has too much stuff. Okay, so tense. I guess I'm verb initial. I could put I could put temporal constructions before the verb. Temporal constructions are placed before the verb in a sentence. They are a noun phrase followed by a they make use of the default unmarked temporal construction is the present. Yeah, what's aspect for looking at an action in its whole?
Like imperfective?
Imperfective, yeah. It's the present imperfective. There are no specific words for tense. However, a time or date or relative construction last week
Space
can be given. Last space week. Can be given. Followed by a an aspect marker. Imperfective aspects. There is a great section on aspects in describing morphosyntax. It has diagrams, and all I do is look at the diagrams and understand what it means at this point.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Where's my book? Oh. I can't find my describing morphosyntax now. Where did I put it? Sasha, help. Where did I put it?
I'm holding... Oh, I found the... Yeah.
You found diagram walls.
Around pages... Around, like, after page 230.
That would be great if I could find my copy.
You had it in your hand recently, so...
I had it a little while ago. I don't know where it's been put, because I can't find it now. Well, that sucks.
Is it on the floor?
That's what I'm guessing. Oh, no, wait. It's on top of my box of Coke. There we go. What page did you say?
Around 230 after that.
230. Well, if you're watching this and you have a copy of Describing Morphosyntax, turn to page 230. Yes, you, the one person still watching this, 4 hours in. No one is still watching this 4 hours in.
I am. Well, I'm actually not.
You're not.
I'm just
You're
here for the talks.
Passively being a part of it. You see what I mean about the really cool line diagrams, though? You know? For aspect, they make everything really clear. Like...
Yeah, no, I love those. We have those in
great.
our English books to explain English verbs.
So, what am I having? I'm going to have imperfective, I'm going to have
Let's see,
perfective, I'm going to
I
have...
the Golden Grammar book. Does it have such diagrams in it?
I'm going to have perfect, I'm going to have... Wait, perfect is... This has happened in the past. Yep. Is there a pre-perfect? The equivalent of X pipeline?
Yes, and you'd call it like, oh, for fuck's sake, you would call it retrospective.
Contemplative, inceptive,
Retrospective would be before the focal event.
Progressive, and punctual. I think that's all I'm going to have. I'm going to have imperfective, perfective, perfect, completive, inceptive, progressive, punctual, and you said reflexive?
No, I said retrospective.
Retrospective.
It does not look like the golden grammar book that I have, which is an English grammar book, teaches any sort of these diagrams.
That's pretty
Makes
sad.
Makes it a garbage grammar book because English has complex aspect stuff.
Describing an event that occurs subsequent to a given reference time. Oh, that's prospective. The opposite of prospective is retrospective. Perfect is not prospective, is it? I mean, I guess it is, yeah. So I'm going to call that. If I'm calling it
perfect doesn't mean anything.
It's called perfect in Deskmorph. So I'm guessing they're meaning prospective. And then... Clicking on retrospective aspect in Wikipedia redirects you to the page perfect grammar. The perfective is occasionally called the retrospective. So you're the wrong way around. The perfect is the retrospective, and the prospective.
Retrospective just means earlier than the like retrospective means looking into the past, so an earlier event. So like
perfect
let's say,
aspect normally describes a currently relevant
Lucy,
state brought about by the situation.
Lucy, take the sentence. Before we entered the tunnel, we were driving on a long road. We were driving on a long road is looking back from the past event.
Yeah.
So that's retrospective.
That's what it calls perfect in the book.
Sure.
Like
okay.
Yeah, he came. Wink. He finished. He finished working. Like it's yeah. So that's retrospective, and then prospective is the opposite of it. So I'm prospective and retrospective. So prospective and retrospective. So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tenses. Cool. Each one of these needs a word. So we're gonna have begin, itemize, bullets. What's it called? Label is nothing. Item imperfective.
Do you compile?
Is...
No, you don't. Which means I have mismatch brackets. Yes, I do. If I just add one, do you compile?
Null set.
Yes, you do.
Null set is Unicode. It's like 2205. Oh my god, I'm the saddest human being alive. It's 2205. New command.
Your thingy is still turned off, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's a great shout. New command. Null set 0 symbol 2205. Okay.
So you know the thing that like Lisp is infamous for?
Parentheses.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
So this is only a extremely short thingy. I can show you what this renders to, but look at that code already.
Okay, hold on, give me a sec. I need to close some of the 700 windows I have open right now.
So the last two links I posted. First is input, second is output.
Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I don't need that. That's Twitch chat. Let's put Twitch chat in the same window as my Domino's pizza tracker. Okay. First, second. First is input. Second is output. Nice!
It works perfectly, but like already look at the amount of trailing brackets, and that's such a
you're
small
like
tree.
very much in Lisp hell. Okay, I'm down to 2 windows and 3 tabs. This is much nicer. Okay, but I need my generator open. Generator, give me some new words to use for these things. The generator is here. So we have got noik ut a. I don't like that. It's too long. Hell I like a lot more. Kuchnoi. Yeah, kuchnoi. No, kuchnoi is nice. That gets to be the prospective. Kuxqoi. Yeah. That word's too long. That word is not. Dupe. Yeah, tupe. No, tupe. There we go. I know I was doing something wrong. Tupe is the retrospective. So that is DUPEI. Okay. Completive is the soy. Yep, good old classic soy. Can't go wrong with it. Wait, no. I don't want completive and inceptive. I want completive and. Yeah, I do want completive and inceptive. Inceptive is going to be. Toy. Yeah, I can have toy. /TUOI. Progressive gets to have mochpeildo, yeah. Mochpeilto. Okay. And toitenoi. Toitenoi is a beautiful word. Punctual.
Why does this not
Noi.
well?
Alright.
Because I forgot the space after.
Are you going to build properly? What were your challenges? Challenge 1. Showcase your language, in particular, show how you dealt with each of the constraints given. I think that's done in this document. Translate 5.
That's like, in my document, I have a sentence. Hang on, where is it? So I list all the constraints challenged. Then
Yeah.
the entirety of this document will serve as a solution to challenge 1.
Yeah.
References and constraints will be pointed out. Challenges 2 to 4 will be dealt with after the grammatical description. Challenge 5 has been ignored.
I'm going to start doing 2 to 5 and adding stuff in as I run into features I'm missing. Because now I'm at the point where I just need lexical stuff, I think.
I have not worked on the grammar at all. I'm still on the phonology.
I mean, I don't have any way of... I mean, I literally just threw together a phonology that met the constraints super quick because I find phonology really boring and I find grammar really fun. Because, like, I'm not going to spend time on the phonology.
I can make fun out of phonology, basically.
That's fair. I mean, you've seen my phonology. I've basically literally gone what exactly meets the description you gave.
Yeah,
okay. No, that's not true because I only need 3 rows to have met the description you gave. Because I have nasal, plosive, ejective, and fricative as 4 different manners. Whereas your thing would only need 3 manners, right?
Yeah.
And then I have 4 things in front of velar and 1 thing behind, and the 1 thing behind has less than 3 manners. That's it. It's like, well, let's meet the description pretty quickly. Okay, so challenges. Challenge number 1. I heard of challenges. So we got just section. Language showcase. The entirety of this document serves as an answer to challenge 1. No, I'm going to go into more detail explaining each of the constraints and how I met it, but I'm not going to do that now because I want to get onto the fun stuff. Oh, apparently my pizza's out for delivery. That was real quick. So 2. Translate 5 random sentences from the syntax test list. You can get these by typing the command = syntax test. Alright, let's go to bot chat. Which got a message from Max. You watched all stroke most of Avatar, right? Yeah, try like 5 times by this point. Oh my god, I'm working on too many Avatar things right now. I'm streaming, Aaron. I'll look later. There we go. Let's get Max in this thing. Twitch.tv/LLBlueMire. Get on here, Max. I want to see you in Twitch chat. Get in Twitch chat or you're the worst. Not that I'm, reading Twitch chat, but...
I take it doesn't like my note being called colon.
That is a great
I mean, it is
problem.
a colon. Why not now call it that?
Great problem, though.
Now, which one of these is the name and which one is the... Okay. Apparently this is the name, so let's call this L.
So it's bring your friends with you. So subsection bring your friends with you. Okay, so first of all, aspect. Where are we?
I have done it. Newslink. Tones. How tones associate.
Bring your friends with you. So that's like come.
Lucy, take a look at my latest link. That's how tones associate.
Let me switch over then. Hold on.
And it looks gorgeous.
Does it look gorgeous? It does look gorgeous.
The T at the bottom is the tone.
Huh.
This is how I assign tones.
That's nice. I don't understand it, but it's nice.
Okay, so from top to bottom.
I want to get these syntaxes done.
But it's very simple.
Yep, sure.
Just dismantle phonology.
For the purposes of these syntax tests, it will be assumed that the speaker and any people referenced are a Caste 3 citizen. That seems reasonable, right? Just be like, they're all 3s. Okay. So bring your friends with you is come. I don't have like. I need to do my pronoun system because I've got how many categories do I need to make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to make 8 different pronouns. And did I say I was going to do them for like second person, third person, and
You didn't ever say anything, and I never bothered asking, even though I was wondering.
I kind of need to, don't I?
At least like one of second or third.
Grammar, nouns. Create a new table in nouns. Subsection. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do first and second. Sorry, first and non-first. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? I don't know, like, no, I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3. Fuck it. Subsection. Pronouns. Pronouns are determined by caste. They fall into 8 main groups. A special pronoun that is used to refer to caste 0 individuals. A special pronoun that is used to refer to caste 7 individuals and in non-human entities. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pronouns that are determined by relative cast greater than you and illegal and legal to procreate with, greater than you and illegal to procreate with, equal to you and legal to procreate with, equal to you and illegal to procreate with, and lesser than you and legal to let me just do, there are 6 pronouns that are termed by relative cast, separated by lesser, equal, greater, and by the legality of any children you could have. Cool, let's go to that tables generator thing. It's tablesgenerator.com, right? Sasha?
Oh, tablegenerator.com, yeah.
How do I empty out the table? Because there's one hit clear table. There we go. Okay, and then I just want to make it like remove all the rows and columns for now, so I'm like a 1 by 1.
I mean, just like make file new table and then tell it its dimensions, and it will make.
I don't know what its dimensions are going to be, so I'm going to add rows as I go.
I mean, yeah, then say dimensions 1 by 1.
Yeah, columns remove. Okay, so I got a 1 by 1 table. Let's do this up on the main monitor where people can see. Okay, let's just click generate so that we get an empty table there. Right. So how am I going to lay this out? I'm going to need... Okay, so we've got like legal, illegal, a whole bunch of times going this way. Legal, illegal, legal, illegal. Okay. And then above that, in like multi-rows, how do I merge cells? There we go. I didn't want to merge those two though. I want to merge those two. This is greater equal lesser, and I want to insert a column to the left, merge these. Oh wait, merge these, and they are cast 0. And then insert a column to the right, merge these, and these are cast 7 stroke non-human. Okay.
Okay, this puts the trees over top of each other. That's not what I want. I want them next to each other.
Yeah,
Thanks.
next to each other.
I guess I need to put another end and a new begin.
You guys, can you stay merged for me? Thanks. Okay.
This works.
And then insert a row beneath. Okay, so then here we have first person. Here we have second person. And then here we have third person, and plurality follows the plurality rules of the rest of the language. Okay, which ones have I figured out? I figured out third person, lesser legal, and lesser illegal. So third person, lesser legal is already mogu, and third person, lesser illegal is already knl. Cool, so I need to generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 words. Make me 30 words in case there's some that I hate. Okay, I'm going to put these up on my other monitor while I go through because there's too many. Kofku. He. That word is too long. That word is... Okay, I'm going to turn down the length generation on these.
Figure H.
That should make them a lot shorter. Yeah. He. Poto. No, Pooto. 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 Yeah, okay. If they're equal to you and it's illegal, they're just That's great. I don't have a nice way of typing under umlaut on this keyboard. It's backslash.
So I need to take a look at the text documentation now to figure out this certain thingy. This is only gonna take me like an hour. Because the text documentation is only what? 880 pages.
So that's
glorious.
Chef.
Oh yeah, because it does it as tutorials, right?
And then illegal is May. And then this here is base. How is that? Oh, base. Yeah, base. Okay. Ho. Ngel. Bed. Pet. Chafe. Pet chafe. Pet chafe. Pet chafe. Pet chafe. Pet chafe. Pet chafe. Yep. So. T. Aho. F.
What happens if I just try?
F.
Where do I do this?
E.
What happens if I just do this? It does not come up. Of course it doesn't.
Point
Or this.
E.
Maybe this is something. No, it doesn't.
E.
You know what? Takes line styles.
L. Elni. Te. And now I have a table. I need to add multi-row to my document. Where's my document here? Main, use package, multi-row. Copy this thing in to... that's my pizza here. I'll be back in a minute. Hello.
Hi.
I return with pizza.
Meanwhile, I've figured out how to do exactly what I want to do, and like, thanks internet. You people are great. Look at the last image I posted.
I wouldn't give the internet too much credit. They like do some real bullshit sometimes.
Yeah, but some of them are nice.
Yeah, sure. That's good. Nice. That's real nice.
Like, what I needed to figure out is how to like strike through that association line.
Yeah. That should give me a pronoun table. It's inconvenient now though, because now I have a nice keyboard. I can't type while I eat. Pronouns. You know what? I want to like have these be center. Center. Oh, there's my chicken. How many people are actually doing this?
Lots. Well, lots have to roll. I don't know how many are actually going to like finish this.
That's fair.
Like somewhere around 20 people wanted to roll.
Damn. Yeah. That's like, yeah. Well, how many of them are going to be producing 5 hours and counting content for the YouTube conlanging community? Kill me. Hello, one person who's watching the whole thing. I'm going to be eating now, so I'm still going to be working. In fact, you can look at my primary monitor. But, like, it's going to be a lot slower, because, you know, you got to eat, and I don't want to touch my keyboard while I'm eating. So, mostly we're going to be discussing linguistics, rather than me actually typing things. So, yeah. Sasha, talk about linguistics.
No.
Tell us about, like, what is your, like, overarching goal with the speedlang that you're making?
Just want to make like a nice language that I can, like, you know, I want to add to my portfolio for one.
I'm planning on making one of those soon.
Like, I'm basically, these speedlang projects are perfect because I can have a LaTeX doc on a language up in a week and show like, hey, I can work under pressure. I have made these things in a week.
Mm-hmm. That's my plan too with the portfolio. I'm also planning on using this for the relay whenever that gets to me.
I might. I'll like see.
Because I don't know. Obviously, last time I did Langauge in the relay, which is the first time that's been used in a relay. I think.
No, not quite.
No?
I used it on the Reddit relay.
Ah, yeah, you did. The Reddit relay, that one. Yeah, that got a bit broken. The one that I started with some Marillion lyrics that turned into, like, the worst thing ever. I used to run another Reddit relay at some point. You know, it could be interesting to, like, have another one. Sasha, PM the mods and ask them about starting a relay. What's your favourite conlang game?
The relay?
Relay? Yeah. I think Speedlang is in, like, competition, though. I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Because, like, normally, when I make a language, I spend, like, 2 days thinking, well, what about that feature? Well, what about that feature? Whereas this, I'm like, literally the first thing that jumps into my head is what's going on the page, and that's the language. And it's like, it's kind of freeing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What if I make this diagram not be exactly where I want it to be in text, but rather this is illustrated in figure ref, what is it, tone as sock.
Now, obviously, like, I'm gonna put the full, like, log of this on YouTube. I think I might make a highlights reel of just, like, blam, 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 here's me adding features rather than talking about stuff and eating and going to the toilet. But I mean, honestly, Sasha, why would you do this much work to make a language when you could just go pay that guy who'd do it for like $10 or whatever it was?
He upped his prices after we told him that.
He
didn't
did.
He?
No, that's like,
Yeah.
He handled that really well. But it's how he wrote those prices down initially. Like, who looks at the amount of work this hobby takes and goes, yeah, $10. Like, free I would get. Free makes sense. You're building a portfolio.
Yeah. Like, I'd probably make a speedlang like this for someone with their requirements under the restriction that I may use this in my portfolio. This exact document I'm producing.
Have we had any updates from Sai on like the legal status of rights ownership for conlangs?
What is there to be updated? The only thing I know is Klingon didn't get copyrighted.
Yeah.
So that's good precedent.
Mm. Well, you can't copyright the language's use, but you can copyright works in the language.
Works, yeah.
So, like, the grammar is, like, not automatically publicly domain.
Well, the grammar book isn't necessarily.
But then, would things not be derivative works? And derivative works of something that's privately owned are also privately owned. Like,
This is complicated, sorry.
that's the thing. I'm like, it's a big minefield. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Like, you definitely can't own a natlang. But, like,
Yeah.
you kind of can own, like, there is a sense of ownership in conlangs.
There is the whole I made this.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's more of a, like... I don't know. I mean, at least I know one thing. Mesak, that language I'm making, it is made with one purpose at this moment.
Right?
And that purpose is to, in the end, act as a poem.
Act as a what?
A poem. I'm planning on, maybe for Mesak, maybe for a daughter language of it.
Mm-hmm.
But with that project, the goal is that I'm going to be writing a poem in that language, and that's going to go on the cover of the grammar book.
Ah.
With no explanation or anything. Just that's going to be the cover. Just a nicely typeset poem.
That's like real
And then,
fair.
and like on the side, maybe title description of the Mesak language can go, but
That's quite a good idea, actually, yeah. See,
problems with this include I do not yet have a script for the language. I am not a poet. This is bigger problem, those two.
yeah.
And the language is not done yet, and neither is the book.
Oh, you know the other fun thing when talking about languages? Conlanging. Art or science?
I mean, I treat it as an art. I don't see any scientific value in it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, though, because of the linguistics knowledge required.
I mean, yeah, but the science is still linguistics. It's like how music theory is a science, but composing isn't.
That's fair. Although there is a weird crossover in proto-lang construction.
Yeah,
Like reconstructed languages.
I mean, yeah, if you're like going to be reconstructing shit, sure, but for that you already need to have realistic daughters, and that's not possible without having the plan first. So, yeah.
Well, no, but like me and John have a like loose plan to go through and do a bunch of reconstruction work on Polynesian because we want to make daughterlangs of it. No, it's just kind of both. I am curious how wrong we are about pi, though.
Probably quite.
Yeah. But like, if we went back in time, like, had a time machine, like, are we even close? That's the fun thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in the phase of pizza eating, where I'm now just picking the toppings off the last slice because I don't have enough like constitution left for the dough. Which I think is the sign that it's time to get back to conlanging.
Yep. No positions in optional flow to specify. What? What did I fuck up now? I copied the exact same thing.
Well, you clearly fucked it up.
I mean, yeah, clearly, but... Let's just, like, rerun this and see if it compiles. No,
I
it
do
doesn't.
that way too often. I'm like, maybe...
Oh, but this time it actually tells me what the error is.
Yeah, you see? It's nice sometimes.
Like, Lata sometimes just doesn't know what it wants.
Yeah.
Caption outside float.
That'll do it.
It's not outside the float.
That's what you think. Clearly it disagrees.
Yeah, I disagreed.
Yeah.
I closed the float twice.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna take another toilet break, so I'll be back in a bit. Sasha, fill the dead air. Talk to the YouTube man who's still watching.
Hi, YouTube man, you still don't exist. What?